You were created in love and from love, and within the illusion you have been forever seeking that love. March 28, 2014. We are all one. The divine realms, the spiritual realms, and the physical realms are all one, and your scientists have discovered this through their ongoing studies in physics. There is nothing that is not part of the one, because the one is all that exists, and every particle of consciousness is an eternal and inseparable part of that whole, even though it may choose to experience itself as individual, separate, alone. You knew this consciously and experientially when God created you one with Himself, and then, when you built, developed, and entered into the illusion, you forgot. But to forget is not to lose or be without, it is merely a temporary state in which the infinite abundance of your perfection, wisdom and knowledge, bestowed on you at the moment of your creation by your infinitely loving Father, God, the source of all, who, in His infinite love for you, gave you everything that He had, is hidden from you only by your own choice to enter the illusion. Your sense of individuality, separateness, aloneness, even abandonment is but part of that illusion, because it is impossible that you could ever be separated from the one that is all that exists. Your choice to experience that unreal state has brought you much pain and suffering, and you have now collectively decided to return to reality, to the experiential knowing of your true state at one with your Creator. What you are now in the process of doing is awakening from the dream, the quite terrifying dream that you are alone, separate, infinitesimally small and insignificant beings in a universe of such a vastness that the very thought of it totally overwhelms you. It is so terrifying that for many the only apparent escape was to deny it and pretend that you were simple human beings, born by chance from the primordial slime, and doing the best that you could to survive in an environment that was unaware of you, and which you hoped would remain unaware of you lest it chose, should it in fact have intelligence, to destroy you because you were so weak, feeble, and valueless. Others invented a God, a being of immense power who constantly watched and judged you, to whom you believed that you owed undying allegiance and obeisance, and who you believed would reward you if you behaved in a fashion that you judged He would approve of, even to the point of judging others who you saw as unworthy of the standard that you had set, and who you therefore chose to attempt to subjugate or destroy to honor Him. You have finally become collectively aware of the insanity of this kind of belief. You are releasing yourselves from it, and many are attempting to build a universal culture that lovingly embraces all on the planet for the good of all mankind. You were created in love and from love, and within the illusion you have been forever seeking that love, which seems to have been withdrawn from you, in relationships of all kinds. But none of them ever satisfies the need that lies buried deep within you, the only real need that you have and which has always been provided for you, to be one with your source. You were created one with your source, and separated from it you could not exist for even an instant, and so, thinking that you are separated, and therefore without love, it is your destiny to forever seek the love that only it can provide. But that love is within you, where it was placed at the moment of your creation, and it is within that you will find it when you let go of all your preconceptions that keep you thinking, reasoning, and puzzling over where you might find it. It is closer to you than you can possibly imagine, but while you accept the illusion as real and try to find within it what you seek, you will continue to be dismayed and disappointed, because you are searching in the distance for something from which you have never been separated. Your guides, angels, saints, and mentors in the spiritual realms are constantly trying to help you see the truth of this, but you keep allowing yourselves to be distracted by the apparent charms and enticements or the fears and anxieties of the illusion. However, the awareness that life as you are presently experiencing it is an illusion is dawning on ever greater numbers of you, as you realize that God, the divine source, being infinitely loving, could never have created the threatening and inhospitable environment in which you appear to have your existence, because, to even the most cursory investigation, it is abundantly apparent that it is not an environment created in love. Love is your nature, love is your source. You can never be separated from that source, and therefore what you are experiencing must be illusory. An environment that encourages and provides pain and suffering, and that suggests that sacrifice is required of you to make you worthy of Him who created you perfect in infinite love makes no sense at all, and you are, at last, admitting the truth of that, and therefore letting go of judgment and opening to unconditional acceptance and love of all forms of life. And doing just that, and nothing else, dissolves the illusion, because its whole premise is antithetical to love, and when there is only love there is no place for the illusion, and all the pain and suffering associated with it, and so it dissolves, it disintegrates, it is no more, and you awaken into the eternal joy of experiencing yourselves as one with love. Your loving brother, Jesus. Channeled by John Smallman. johnsmallman2.wordpress.com